think about it for a minute. Who don't you think give a fuck about you? Especially my step baby daddies out there. Especially the men that then take up the mantle of a single woman. And I'm not saying that all the single baby mamas is a bad thing, but I'm trying to tell you that you are not appreciated in your own household by a dude that does not share your DNA, especially by that young man and the woman that's taking advantage of the fact that you are just a commodity. You are an opportunity for them to continue to level up. And then they told you that they were a package deal, as though you getting a 2-for-1 special, as though it's beneficial. Usually when you go to the store and you get buy one, get one free, it's supposed to be something beneficial to you. It's not supposed to be something that hurts you. I have never seen a 2-for-1 deal in my entire life where it's bad for you and you're not actually benefit. It's supposed to be an incentive. It's not supposed to be something that's bad for you. At what point in society did we grow to the point to where the 2-for-1 deal was actually bad for you and not good for you? It's supposed to be beneficial, ain't it? If you buy one, get one free, in any other circumstance in society is beneficial with you until you go and get with a single mother. Neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. Let's backtrack for a minute and let's have a real conversation, right? You are the cream of the crop. You are a king and you don't even realize it. You are the cream of the crop. You are a king not because you just a man, or not just because you black, or not just because you white, or not just because you're successful. You're a king because the value that you add to society is far and above beyond what the rest of society can add to it. I don't give a fuck what they tell you. They can tell you that a woman is the one that creates life, and they're lying to you. She's nothing but an egg. Without that fertilization, without that seed to go inside of it, she's practically worthless. You can find another egg. You can find another egg. They can't get another you. You are a rare commodity. Listen, the value of something is what people are willing to sacrifice and pay for it. And so if you don't understand the fact that you are the most rare commodity, listen, you are the top of the top. When you start to rate this stuff percentage-wise, it's based off of how rare you are. Why do you think that everybody is pining for a certain type of man? Meaning, the guy that is at the top of the totem pole, and usually that is the one that provides the best provision and protection. Usually that is the one that is the most professional. Usually that's the one that's continuing to ascend. A lot of these young guys, and this is the problem with younger guys, right? Let me give y'all a little bit of game. The problem with guys that are in their 20s is that they don't really yet understand their value. They're subjecting themselves to something that they're going to have to pay for the rest of their life. So let's just say, for example, you get with a woman and you have a child by her because you was operating out of ignorance, but you don't really know that you're going to be at the top of your game when you 30 and 40 and 50, and then your earning potential don't even hit its peak until it's late 50s, early 60s, sometimes mid 60s going into your 70s. And you don't really realize that your value is up here. And so in your 20s, you subject yourself to what's down here because you so focused on what's in front of you instead of focused on what's to come for you. And now you're essentially married to that woman for the rest of your life, not necessarily because you took vows with her, but because you had a child by her, right? And so because you had a child by her, you're inherently tied to her for practically the rest of your life, because in order for y'all to exist in the same society, you literally are tied through the child. So you're dealing with her in some capacity, some way, form, or capacity, basically for the rest of your life. You got to see that woman practically for the rest of your life, all because you had a child with her. And the caveat is that you didn't realize what the value of your life was, who you were. And so you subjected yourself to something that wasn't best for you. And now she inherently gets the benefit from just the very idea. Fuck the money, right? Forget the fact that she was able to say that she was with you. Just the idea that she was even associated with you elevates who it is that she is, because as you continue to ascend, she can tie her name to you. She can tie the fact that she's been with you. She can say that that was my man, or I learned something from him. And most women don't even understand it. When you get with a guy that's elevating, a guy that's awesome, ultimately he leaves you better than you were before you get with him. But so many women, and the reason why they can't really have this conversation with you, because the loudest ones in the room, it seems like the most women that have the most platforms are usually the most hurt, right? They the ones that's fucked up. They the ones that picked the wrong dude. They the ones that went and had a child by a dude that didn't give a fuck about them. They asked the guy not to wear a condom. Yep, I know y'all out there. I know y'all out there. I know that most women, when you have sex with a man, when he go and gets a rubber, you say it feel better without it. You do. You do. Listen, listen. If we gonna have this conversation in truth, we gonna have to be absolutely positively transparent. And you ain't even gotta say nothing. We just know that that's the truth, because if you look in the mirror and you take inventory of your life, that's how you got pregnant in the first place. You should have never even been in a position to get pregnant in the first place. But the condom didn't break every single one of you motherfuckers that's walking around talking about you want a good man. You can't walk 5 feet in an urban area and find a woman that is over 30 years old and single that does not have a munchkin walking behind her. You cannot walk 5 feet in an urban area. Go to the mall, go downtown, go anywhere you want to go. I don't care if her fucking body snapped back. I don't care if she got a BBL. I don't care what she looked like. I don't care what demographic she is. White, black, take your pick of the litter. If you see a single woman, you are practically finding a fucking unicorn nowadays if she does not have some munchkin somewhere that is following behind her. And if you ask her, hey, where did that little nigga come from? Hoppo, who that nigga? Harpo, who that nigga on that neck? Harpo, who that little nappy head kid that got that snot dripping down his nose looking like Roscoe? Y'all know who Roscoe is? Roscoe is from the Martin Show. And Martin used to pretend to be this little kid, and he always had snot on his nose, and he was raggedy. Y'all kids is always raggedy, too. He not sweet. He not a good dude. All he do is play video games and stare at the wall all day. His breath stink. He got nappy hair. You won't cut it because you keep saying that his power is in his hair and you think that he's Samson. That little nigga is not Samson. Cut his hair and get him some manners. Give him a whooping or two. Let him go home to his father so he can learn how to be a man, and he don't be walking around acting like Saucy Santana when he wake up, when he grow up. Cut that little nigga hair. Give him a whooping or two. Send him over there with his father. Stop leveraging the family court in order to be able to continue to be in daddy's life because you don't like the daddy and he look like the daddy. Send that little nigga with his father so he don't grow up and be like EJ, Magic Johnson's son. And then he got booty shorts on every family vacation.